So, my last deep dive about flings was lighthearted, yeah, but hopefully with a deeper lesson about reconnecting with your partner. And I really find myself lingering on that message. If I'm being honest, in a pretty existentially desperate way these days with the state of the world. And this theme was made all the more nagging for me in the episode with Rob, who so eloquently spoke about the worst possible thing that can happen to a parent, which is losing a child. In my 20s, I had a boyfriend and I was nervously meeting his parents for the first time. I was in graduate school at the time and already had an interest in serving veterans because supporting their mental health is something I feel fervently passionate about. And this guy's father was a veteran. And I mentioned this to him when he asked about my career interests, and he swiftly swatted me down. He basically said I was foolish, that I'm not a vet, so I can't relate to them, and they would never open up to me. Now, to be fair, I remember his words being less harsh than that, but the tone was very much, oh, you silly girl in your stupid dreams kind of vibe. And my ego and embarrassment aside, I saw his point, which was also highlighted beautifully by Rob's description of how powerful Sad Dads Club is for sad dads. That shared experience is a monumental asset in building connection. I felt like a salve in my soul when Rob talked about men from very conflicting backgrounds still being able to feel kinship due to their empathy and understanding. But my gratitude for Rob, for Sad Dads Club, is, I guess, balanced with my frustration that many of us are being encouraged to have selective compassion. Othering in a celebratory way is great. Our differences are beautiful and important. But othering in a derogatory sense is destroying us. I know it's not a hot take here, but we cannot survive if we have to wait for tragedy to remind us of our shared humanity. And look, I want these deep dives to be therapeutically helpful to you, to offer a tip, a reflection, a way to move forward for healthier relationships, of course. But today, I just don't want to muddle the clarity of this message and honestly, the need to just feel. That's a lesson in itself. We don't all share the same experiences, but we all know sorrow, pain. We know loneliness and fear. To witness someone else feeling those things, shouldn't that elicit an open heart? Not for us to ignore it or forget that we know pain too. Sad Dads Club is a brilliant resource, and I hope you find them online and donate. They're doing it the right way, with the right tools and the deepest intentions. And honestly, as a clinician, I couldn't design a better modality or service delivery method more impactful. But if you're lucky enough not to know that kind of loss, or the kind of loss you hear someone having across the street or across the world, you still have the power to connect to the losses you've had. And hopefully then feel more connected to that stranger or that person and maybe have a little more investment in their outcome. Shared experience is so powerful. Shared humanity, it's essential. Well, that's it for my deep dive. Please go to saddadsclub.org to donate to them. I'm a big fan. And if you want to be a guest on our show, hear more on this topic, argue with me about this need for connection, whatever, just email us at the unrelatingpodcast@gmail.com.